Kings Island is located in Ohio and is full of some of the best rides in the world. However, today we're going to count down the top 10 rides over at Kings Island. Coming in at number 10, we have got WindSeeker. And before we even start talking about this ride, if you're scared of heights, do not do it. Standing at 300 feet tall, yes, that is 30 stories tall. This ride can either be one of the most scary experiences of your life, or with its 18 miles of views, provide one of the greatest views you have ever seen from a floating seat. Don't worry though, as you are not alone, because on this attraction there is 2 seats next to each other, so if you do know another thrill seeker, then you and them can soar the heights on WindSeeker. Not moving away from heights, if dropping 315 feet is more your thing, then our number 9 spot, Drop Tower, is the ride for you. Many regard this ride as the most scary attraction at the park, with the stop before the drop surprisingly being the most petrifying part. Personally, I would not disagree, but if I am being totally honest, I do find WindSeeker a little bit more scary because, to be fair, once you are 300 feet in the air, 15 doesn't make a lot of difference. Nevertheless, you do not get the 68 miles per hour drop on WindSeeker, so it really does depend on what you are scared of. One big positive is the input though, as no matter where you are, you will be getting butterflies before this ride. So due to having such a short queue, you will be able to get to the top and drop before saying, "Oh my god, that's tall." It is time for the first roller coaster on this list, and the ride that deserves the number 8 spot is Racer. Opening in 1972, this wooden roller coaster is really fun, but you can definitely see its age with the boring turns and drops which you would typically find on an original Woody coaster. However, there is a reason why this ride is at number 8, and that is the dueling aspect of the ride, and it is just awesome as it brings such a competitive element of racing towards the attraction. It just makes it, well, 10 times more fun. So if you have never done a dueling coaster before, this should definitely be higher up your bucket list. However, I do have to say, what you guys are all thinking, this would make a great RMC, and if they do make it something a little like Twisted Colossus over at Six Flags Magic Mountain, it would be nearer the number 1 spot. However, at the moment this ride is comfortably at number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have got The Bat, and despite it being a family suspended coaster, it is anything from a family coaster. To start off with, you rise up the lift hill before dropping 70 feet and whipping from the left to the right at a speed of 51 miles per hour. Unlike many suspended coasters though, this one does not go upside down, and with its quite tame layout, if you have a little free silker, then this could be a perfect build-up coaster. But just remember that I did say it is anything from a family coaster, as some of the banking that you get is extremely intense, so just make sure you know what you're getting yourself into before taking off like a bat. Who hasn't heard of the Beast, and it is sure to have a spot at number 6 on this list. This legendary ride does not only hold the Guinness World Record for the longest wooden roller coaster in the world at 7,359 feet, but also the tallest at 141 feet and the fastest at 65 miles per hour. Wow, that's a lot of records. So if you are a fan of Woodies, I can imagine this ride would be at your number 1 spot at a really cool all-rounder coaster. In addition to this, throughout the 6-minute long ride, you also go through underground tunnels, 8 bank turns, and get to experience a helix. For me though, I know that this sort of rides have got world records, but I really do like the 35 acres of forest that it is positioned in, as actually I think that the forest is better than any theming on a wooden ride could have. So with all of this and so much more, the Beast is a must do unless you have, well, 4 minutes left of the day. Top 5, and at this spot we have got Flight of Fear. The name may put you off, but trust me, it shouldn't, as this is one of the best indoor coasters there really is. Shooting from 0 to 54 miles per hour in 4 seconds, then having a crazy ride layout consisting of twists, turns and loops, all in the pitch black. This is definitely one of the rides not for the faint-hearted. This is basically Kings Island's version of Aerosmith at Disney parks, and with the Area 72 theming, not only is this ride great, but the queue line is also so coolly themed with the UFO centered in the middle. Overall, with the darkness, speed as well as theming on this ride, it definitely is out of this world. For number 4 we have got Banshee, and this B&M inverted coaster is one of the biggest investments that the park has ever made in their history, costing $24 million. However, in my eyes it has definitely paid off, with not only 1,000 of visitors entering every single year just for this ride alone, but also it ranking in the top 50 of the Amusements Today Golden Ticket Award every single year since it opened. In terms of the ride itself, it stands at 167 feet tall, and reaching the top, the sound of Banshee will play as you drop 150 feet into a dive loop, vertical loop, zero gravity roll, pretzel loop, second knots, vertical loop, incline twist, helix, and finally being banked into the brakes. Wow, that's so much. If this ride doesn't make you want to run to it straight away, please comment down below, as I would honestly want to know why. As Banshee is not one of the only best inverted B&Ms in the world. We have now entered the top 3, and in this position we have got Mystic Timbers, our final wooden roller coaster on this list. This ride definitely does not follow the typical wooden roller coaster pattern, as with its GCI custom design you will experience elements like never before, and oh my god, if you love airtime, look no further, as Mystic Timbers is your match. After watching the video over and over again, I still couldn't work out how many airtime hills there are, but many people do say that this is the best GCI in the world, and I could only presume that airtime plays a huge part in that. It is also so smooth, so I would definitely go on it if you want a great coaster cred and want to know what's in the shed. Ooh. You may be thinking right now, what can beat Mystic Timbers? Well, at number 2, Diamondback sure can. Opening in 2009, this steel coaster raises you up to 230 feet before dropping you down, bringing you back up again, doing it a few turns before repeating itself again and again. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention you were doing all of this at a speed of 80 miles per hour, and throughout the whole ride the wind is rushing through your face with a recently added open air feature, giving you a sensation like never before. This is definitely one of the rides where the camera does not do it justice though. However, it doesn't mean you can't get some cool shots, as the splashdown effect is pretty spectacular. Also, like most of Kings Island's rides, this one is one of the rides which is one of a kind, as you really have to sit at the back to brave Diamondback. We have now made it to the number 1 spot, and compared to this coaster, all other rides look like they are made for babies. This is Orion, and oh my god, are the only 3 words that you would be saying when looking, riding and talking about this ride. There are only 7 giga coasters in the world, which for you non-theme park enthusiasts are coasters between the height of 300 to 399 feet, and Orion of course is in this category. Now you may be thinking, with that size drop it must be a fast ride, and it sure is. With speeds going up to 91 miles per hour, it makes Diamondback feel slow. After its first drop you have an absolutely crazy bank before going up many hills, literally just to slow the train down. One thing I do love about this figure though is that unlike many other of these types of rides, this one doesn't just have a drop and then a few hills. They interpret many bankings as well as helix elements to make the whole ride as fun as the initial drop. This all comes at a price though, with the ride costing the park an estimated $30 million. But is it worth it? Comment down below. However, unfortunately that is it from our top 10 video over at Kings Island. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below, as that shows us that you like the American Park top 10s and that means we make more just like this one. Also, if you are a huge fan of the channel, please make sure to follow our Patreon page, as it means the absolute world to us. But that is it from me, Tom Derrick from Theme Park Coasting, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.